We're live.
Hi, guys.
This is a test. It's only a test. Uh,
Arthur!
uh, I actually got one of those Amber alerts on my phone today. One of those crazy Amber alerts.
Did you?
Yes, I did. So let's practice a few things. First of all, let's show this. Well, this is Tiffany.
Hi,
She
Flex.
is a SSP. She's a super sister in the super sister program. Not part of the Scorpio club, but might as well be because you're a Leo. So look at
Yes.
Psionic Kitty here.
Oh, I love that.
That's Psionic Kitty. And I'm already getting ready for disclosure day.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much.
Yep.
Are you gonna wear it to the theater?
Yeah, I am. So
I
I
love
gotta
it.
practice this. This is what I used to say. Welcome to Galactic Earth Fusion, the show that discusses the normal, the paranormal, the natural, the supernatural, the organic to know the inorganic, the weird, the wonderful, all things outrageous, strange, upbeat, and cutting edge. And I used to say this, broadcasting to you live from the heart of the mountains of Asheville, North Carolina, land of the sky. I'm your host, Missy Hill, but I'm going to say from here, from the low country, the low, hot, humid country.
Tell me about it. And I'm in San Antonio. It is hot and humid. I'm a winter soldier, not Anchor Haven type, but I operate best in the snow for sure.
Yeah, I don't have your bio, but I know you are in the, like I said, the Super Sister program. And let's
Mm-hmm.
just have you introduce yourself because I didn't come up with any kind of bio because, like I said, this is a test and we're just live from right where we are. Here we are.
Yeah. And since we're doing this as a test, it didn't occur to me to send you a bio or anything. But I'm a MyLab SSP and Army veteran in real life. Also, like in the 3D, like everything we experience is real life, but this is the 3D. I'm an Army veteran. Um, I'm psychic. I channel pretty much anybody I want to. I personally don't like when people say like come on a show and they're like, "Oh, she channels source." I channel pretty much anybody because everybody and anybody approaches me in the astral and we communicate. We talk all the time. And so it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yep.
are cool. And I know you also said you have some experience in the medical field. And we were talking about that kind of stuff too, that you even know how to give shots under the skin. I mean, I had to do that the hard way. I had to do it with cats to save their life and do sub-Q fluids and things like that. You know what I don't
Yes.
know is how to make the screen bigger. I don't know
Click
how
on
to
the
do anything.
camera, the camera icon, and then if you click on the little arrow
Where's the
that is next
camera?
to it,
Where is the camera
right
icon?
next to the microphone on StreamYard,
Okay,
there
well,
should be
you
a
lose
camera.
me. Oh, that's
Oh
off.
no! I don't know. I'm doing it on my phone, and it gave me a option to do widescreen or anything. I'm gonna take my allergy pill because I don't want to be like
Go
rubbing my
for it.
nose.
Yeah, I might have to just look at it this way. I don't know what the hell's going on, but Christy said she might be joining us in the chat. I think she's going to be. So let's see. I'm going to look at the chat on my phone because I don't know how to have a chat on the screen. Like I said, I don't know anything about StreamYard. I don't even really know Zoom anymore. I used to do things on Skype, but I just don't remember. So it's saying we're live here.
Yes.
No, this is the wrong live though. That's the wrong one. Let's ah
Oh,
what do I do? What do I do? Okay, here we are.
Rob would be a great tech support if we could call him up and be like, "What is it doing?"
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Well,
Help me.
uh, nobody's in the chat right now. I guess you must be Fix Love. You must have two different chat names.
Not me. That's Felicia.
Felicia is Fix Love?
Yeah, Felicia is Flick's love. So she should be watching us. I'm looking at my subscriptions right now. Yeah.
Well, anyway, because we might as well turn this into a show and not just a test, because if we really are live, we might as well keep going. I mean,
Yeah.
so yeah, I see us. We're on YouTube. We're live. So let's for real now. Now we're being serious. For real.
Yes.
Let's hear a little bit about your channeling. What do you feel that remember I told you the story about the psychic booms? What do you feel?
Yes.
Oh, first of all, how do you think the lighting is with this?
I think your lighting is great. I think I showed up here right at the very last second, and so I didn't have a chance to set up anything. I'm operating from my phone, so you look great.
Thank you. I was gonna do my phone, but I was able to get this up because I want to have access to the chat too. So this works. So I'm ready to go. The only thing I'm going to need to do is get an external microphone. And I did my hair. You see this? I had to redo my hair.
Yes, I love that.
I had to redo my hair purple. You know what? Before we start, let's pull a card.
You look gorgeous.
I got out my black cat cards because I'm just in a cat mood. I've got two different Bastets here. I want to show these off.
I love Bastet.
Yes. For the bringing the feline energy. So
yes. I brought in my laptop, so I'm signing off on this one. There we go. Are we good? Can you see me?
Not yet. Oh, is this you here?
Yeah, you gotta let me in. Let me in, coach.
Yeah. Hi. And then get rid of this one. How do I move this one? Ban from the studio. Let's see.
Did you ban me?
No. The other one. How do I get rid of the black screen?
Oh, wait. It's because I didn't.
You have to get rid of it.
There we go. That better? Did that work?
It will.
Can you hear me?
It will. Yeah, I hear you fine.
Okay, cool. Oh my God.
Well, for a black screen, how about a black cat?
Yes. What the heck is
wrong? Look.
Oh my God, they are cute.
Yes, I love cats.
What is wrong?
As you know.
Here, can we refresh the page real quick? Maybe it'll...
How do I do that? Oh, no! She's gone. No! Oh, there she is.
Hey. Oh my gosh, why is it still showing up?
Because it's a black hole. No, it's gone. Yay!
Yay! We did it!
Here we are. We could edit all that stuff out, or we could just leave it. So Here we go. Starting fresh. 8 minutes and 29 seconds into it. Okay. So.
Perfect. So what kind of cards do you have?
These are black tarot cards, but I don't really remember these cards. So let's pull something we know. I don't. This is pretty bad because I can't even tell what the suits are.
Oh, that's okay.
It doesn't matter.
It is okay.
Oh, here we go. Here's like the Wheel of Fortune. We know what that is. Like time passes, things go round, things go up and down. You have to refresh these. This has the water. Let's talk about the Seagate program.
Yeah.
I can share my story first.
Please do.
There was things that came up, and I had a memory of you being my trainer when they projected my consciousness, or I chose to do this, maybe as a little girl, into the body of a dolphin. So that way I could swim at high speeds and I could remote view. I don't have full memory of this yet, but in real life, I actually, swam with the dolphins, used to telepath with the dolphins, and actually slipped and fell and hit my head when I was in the Keys.
Oh my gosh, I remember.
And then that shut everything down, and I was thinking maybe because a bleed through of certain things was going to come through at that time, so I wasn't supposed to have those memories coming up. But you said you have some memory that's actually tied to this, as far as that you wanted to work with dolphins or something. So maybe tell
Yeah.
us about that. Let's start with that first.
When I was in the reserve, we used to cross train with the other people in our unit, and in our unit we had vet techs, and so we would go with them. We would go with them to their duty station, and a couple of the reservists worked full time with the Navy at their research lab in San Diego, and we would always do land animals. And I was like, hey, because they brought up the dolphin program, and I was like, I want to do it. Like, can I like be part of it? And they told me, yeah, but no, we already have enough people, blah blah blah. And every time I tried like getting in, like there was never an opportunity. Like I felt like they were just like pushing me out of the way, you know? And it was very frustrating.
Okay.
I felt a calling. I felt it, you know, like you know when you feel that soul, that pull in your soul that you have to do something. That's what I felt.
So what do you feel activated you for to bring up your memories most? What do you feel, came in? Was it something you watched as a show? Was it an interview you heard? Was it something you did after being in the Army? And then we'll circle back around to the Army too, because I'd like to hear
Yeah.
about that.
The thing that activated me the most was well, I had that memory from 2009 of me in the Spartan mechanized suit, like from Halo, like the Master Chief one. And I was like, wait a minute, that's weird. And it felt true. Like I have dreams that are prophetic, and I have visions that come in dreams, and I can always differentiate like what they are. And I knew that that was me in a parallel or something, and I was like, what is going on? So then that and playing Halo, really, like it felt true. um I felt a connection. And then Gears of War, also the other video game, is similar to it. And then uh Typical Skeptic podcast with Rob really opened the door to having me explore other people, other experiencers. And from there I went on to James Rink's Super Soldier Talk, and just that helped a lot. But the most activating recently was Anchor Haven doing what is it? It was like a 2 minute, I think, 2 minute book review, or a 3 minute. I don't remember. It was short in duration, but she gave a review on Christy Campbell's Electra.
Oh wow, yeah.
And I was like, wow. And she read a couple of the lines, and then and I was like, oh my gosh, like this feels real. And I just started getting like flashes of like memories, and I was like, oh my God, I need to reach out to Anchor Haven and Christy. And so then I did. But I always um since I found Typical Skeptic, like I always knew there were more of me. I knew I wasn't the only one with these feelings, with these memories, because I have like I'll get flashbacks, or like like flashes of memories of me doing certain things. You know, like I'll be I don't know, doing anything, and then I'll get visions of me doing it in a parallel, like do it in other uniforms. You know, like things like that. And so I knew I wasn't alone. I knew there were others like me. And so then just I felt a deep connection with Misha and James Rink and Christy, and Sean too. For some reason, Sean Bond, like he feels like a brother, like from another lifetime or something. But Rob too, from Typical Skeptic, it feels like maybe I was his mom in a past life, but I feel this overprotectiveness over him. Like I need to protect him from like someone that will play with his emotions and just hurt him, you know? I don't like that. But yeah, I was too shy to contact James because I was like, oh no, his energy is really intimidating. I don't know. He's probably too busy to talk to me. So, and then he passed away, and that
I
really hurt.
know.
Yeah. But like we
I
both,
know.
right? We both. I think you showed up too for Raynetta's memorial, her farewell memorial
Yes.
with Typical Skeptic, and I was there with you and James, and so like we had a little interaction, but like that was it in like here in the here now. But then I've gotten flashbacks since getting in touch with Christy of James flying our spacecraft alpha teams, and where he's requesting permission to land to dock on the moon. And so I was like, I remember sitting closest to him towards the front because we're both like the clowns, like the class clowns. Like we're very serious when it comes to business, but like when it comes to like letting off some steam, like we both can joke around and we're both like pranksters and stuff. And I just remember like just bullshitting, like oh, we don't have to, like we can relax. We don't have to be serious. We don't have to think about anything. Cool, let's be ourselves, and yeah, I remember being with him and Missy. I mean, sorry, and Christy and Steve and what's his name? Raw. I keep forgetting his full name, but you know
Who?
who?
Raw
Um,
Cloud?
Raw Cloud. Yes, for some reason,
I knew
like
it wasn't Raw Castaldo. And
yeah.
and I'm a multitasking, still trying to figure out this screen. I have no idea what the hell's going on. But anyway, go ahead. What about Drago?
Jago, I have flashes of seeing him and Julia, but I don't have any memories so far of us working together, directly together. And so I don't know. But he and Julia do feel familiar. Like I know that we were part of the, I guess it was me, Julia, Christy, and Colleen, although I don't remember her at all. I don't see her in any of my memories. But I mean, I still have a lot to unlock, But we were part of the what's it called? The sex kitten programming. We were
Yeah.
at the strip club, the club, and
Yep. Yep.
yeah, and we were transported back and forth through the portal, and Drago was the one protecting us and making sure, like keeping head count of who was in and out, making sure he got all the girls back
Did
safely.
that make you uncomfortable having those memories come up?
It honestly kind of, but it made so much sense as to why I became like hyper sexualized as a
Yeah. Yeah.
teenager,
Yeah.
you
Me
know?
too. They were trying to recruit me too for it's like a bit James Bond movie, isn't it? It's like the boy, I didn't know we were gonna go here. But anyway, here's Yoda to break the monotony.
Yes.
For
Yeah.
comic relief. No, because I need to. It's like it's still. I know when Anchor Haven, when Julie and I talk about that, that makes her uncomfortable. I mean, I feel like because it's still sort of taboo, but they've been showing this shit in the movies forever. So everything that they show us, they have to do it. So it's disclosure from Holly Weird and Holly Weird. Yes. And those bleed throughs, it's more the bleed through that makes me uncomfortable. And I know I was programmed with Disney. I know Disney is what creates the hypersexualization. Because if you look at the Disney movies and how the mother's usually killed off. Oh, it's one of the most disturbing movies ever is like Bambi. Bambi.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Is very disturbing. Oh, and Christy's in the chat.
He is in the chat. Yeah. And I didn't say hi to Flix when I wanted to, so I just said hi to both of them. Yeah. Bambi was traumatizing because I was like, he's just an innocent little deer, and his mom, your mom is your everything when you're a child, if you have a good mom. And I felt bad, but I felt like a kindred like connection with Bambi, because even though I had my mom, she was super violent, aggressive. She was my greatest bully. She didn't care about our safety or anything, you know? So, yeah, I felt that for sure. And Disney, yes, Disney definitely groomed us.
Yeah, Disney grooms, and the thing is, what they do is they kill off the mother and replace her with an evil stepmother. I think that was the theme in Cinderella, Snow
Mhm.
White, all these movies. And you know what they say about Disney, and the whole pedophile stuff and all this.
Oh, yeah.
I was just having a conversation too with our hip camper that's here too, and she said, part of her awakening, she was talking about like being in those tunnels, like when you have the awareness that you're in the tunnels and you see what's going on and you
Yes.
feel that. Yeah. You're just
Yes.
in your dreams. In your dreams, you're dreaming about
Mhm.
underground bases. Because I went to that Perry, that Pisgah Astronomical Research Institute. And after meeting Laura Eisenhower, she helped to trigger my memory, because when she talked about the Mars recruitment and all that stuff, I didn't really understand it. But because I didn't understand back then that they're actually cloning your consciousness. They're not just taking your eggs, which they took my eggs as a baby, because when you're a child, you don't bleed from the vagina. That's not a normal thing. I mean, doctors saying, oh, this is hormonal, this is normal. No,
No way.
it's bullshit. That's
Yeah.
not normal. So,
It's
and
not.
then to take them again at like 10 years old when I was at Tinker Air Force Base. I mean, actually, Christy helped remember where I was when I was there with my family in Oklahoma, and something came through the window. And the next day, I'm having like hemorrhaging. And I'm talking 10, 11 years old, hemorrhaging. This
Oh
is
my
not
gosh.
normal. So I understood about the eggs, but I didn't understand when you're witnessing something that if it's happening to you or not, because my dad's also in the programs. And I was thinking, well, this happened to him, so I'm witnessing it. So
Mhm.
I'm witnessing it, and yet maybe I'm experiencing it. And the hard thing is thinking when you've maybe been the scientist and you've actually participated in the creation of like a chimera type of situation,
Yeah.
as being not as me, but as the clones, because our consciousness is clone. And what happens is we actually are able to see through the eyes of our clone, is what happens. I mean, that
Yeah.
Christie's helped me understand. I it's hard to wrap your mind around, but that's the thing that's happening in Hollywood. So when all these people are breaking down, things that the people in Hollywood do, like the different rituals and things like that, it's not always necessarily the front person clone or whatever that we see, but it's one of them that's doing those rituals,
Yes. Yes.
because, or they're not aware, because they have these alternate personalities that phase in and out, where even my husband and I were having a conversation about something, and he couldn't remember that he said something different. And I said, you actually said this about leaving a car in North Carolina. And I mean, it's just a mundane thing. But I mean, I feel my alters, or whatever you want to call them, are pretty integrated, where I have memory of things, where I
Mhm.
know other people, and that's how they can be dichotomically opposed, diametrically opposed. Like they'll do one thing that's the polarization of what they're doing is over here, and the other is over here, and somehow those things, there's no congruence, and yet that's the way that it is for them, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. It's
Hi,
I
honey.
agree with you. I fully agree with you. And yeah, I don't really see things as a
He
third.
wants to be seen again. Here he is.
Oh wait, I can't see you. Come, can you put yourself on screen?
You don't see me at all?
No, ma'am.
What happened?
I thought you did it on purpose.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, it's been showing me.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I did something to it. Oh, oh, let's see. Let's see here. Oh, This is what I told you I did before, and I don't know.
There
Ah,
we go. I just blurred myself. I was cleaning out my desk and my stuff from this semester, and I have a pile of books and papers on my desk. It's crazy.
no,
But I
because
still
what I
don't
did
see
is I
you.
tried to make this bigger. There I am.
Yay! Hi! Yeah!
I guess I can't make it take up the whole screen. I can when I'm on the air with Rob, but on here it's showing all these other things. Like on the side, it's got comments. There's 7 comments. Oh, I guess I'm seeing the YouTube comments. I can actually see the. Oh, this is different than. Okay, so on Zoom, you can't see the comments when you're live streaming. I don't think this is cool.
You can't. Yeah.
This is actually pretty cool. So he wants to be seen again.
Yeah, let me see him.
Here he is.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
hyper though. He's so hyper.
He has
He's
a
so
zoom.
hyper.
Look at him. He's so cute. I love him.
I mean, he's meowing and he wants to be seen, but then he misbehaves. So you mean that whole time you weren't seeing me, so you didn't see?
Ah, there he is. There he is. He's so cute.
Did you know that his name is actually Grogu? You're not supposed to call him Baby Yoda, but anyway.
Yeah,
so where were we? Back to where we were. So what can you add to this about understand? Did you say you watched Orphan Black or you didn't? How did you blur your background, by the way, if I want to do that?
You click on your okay, on the speaker.
Speaker.
Yeah, and then you see the.
Where's the speaker?
Wait. On the not the StreamYard. On the StreamYard, you click on the icon that's the 3 little dots that are horizontal, vertical. They're vertical next to the microphone with the little screen that has you in it underneath the main screen. Do you see it?
Edit mic settings. Edit what? Edit avatar.
Click. Wait, that's not the one. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, do you see the one that has the camera? The logo? Okay, click on that one. And then click on the tools. And then visual effects will pop up.
Nope, don't see that.
The tab.
But I'm not paying for StreamYard.
I don't pay for it either, ma'am. I try not to pay for anything.
Oh, I have no idea. You know what? I better not mess with this right now because it'll screw up. I don't even know how long we have either. I have no idea how long they give you. Do you get an hour? Because I know Zoom only gives you 40 minutes. Let's just see here.
Are you gonna Google it? I'm about to.
No. No, I don't want to mess with anything. I mean, I could do it, but I don't want to.
Don't worry,
leave it alone.
I'm doing it right now.
Let's see what this does. Okay, no. What else is on here? It's only front and back camera. I don't have anything else. Maybe because I have a cheap version of this or a free version. It's a free version. I'm not paying for it. Not yet anyway. So
yeah, no, definitely not. It says
the lighting's better though. The sun was in my eyes and that was awful.
Oh no.
Miserable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens when I do this. I'll just start touching buttons. No, don't want that. Nope, don't want that.
Well, I just Googled and it says StreamYard allows up to 2 hours of local recording per month on the free plan. So yeah, per month.
Per month. Oh.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
Well.
Oof.
But if you're on somebody else's, it doesn't matter. So
yeah, that's right. So we can bounce off each other's.
Right. Exactly. Okay.
Yep.
What is it saying? Add an item. I wonder what that means. Let's click on that. No clue. Media slot. I don't know what that means.
Oh, maybe.
Does anybody have any questions for us in the chat? Go ahead and ask a question. I guess it's just Christy in there, if she's still there.
I think so. It says, yeah. Somebody's watching us.
Yeah, Chrissy said
there
she
she
thinks
is.
it's $16.99 a month.
$16.99.
for that.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
doable.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you like it. You have to make sure you're going to really,
Yes.
like it. I don't, I see. I can look on here. I don't even need to look there. Thing is, though, is I want to make sure that, like, I can have a virtual background. I can't seem to have any of that stuff.
It lets you do different backgrounds, and it lets you, if you have a green screen, it lets you put it in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just learned that working with you right now because I had no idea. Because usually I'm the guest and the show's rolling, So, yeah, I was gonna say something. I don't remember. Oh,
Well, back to what we were talking about. I was going to ask you, did you ever watch Orphan Black?
yes. So I watched the Echoes. I watched Echoes, and I think I'm one episode from finishing it because it was 5 episodes. I think. Because my son likes to play Minecraft now that he's on summer break. We're both on summer break, and so we take turns on the TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you get about that? Because I get these video games or those programs too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ever since I always felt like Gran Turismo. My brother and I used to play it when I was in a freshman in high school on PlayStation. Oh, Christy watched Orphan Black. See, there we go. We should have her jump in too. And I always felt like,
would she like to jump in here? Let me send her the Zoom. Am I allowed to have another person?
yes, I think so. I'm pretty sure you can have a
How
bunch.
do I invite somebody here?
Forward her the link. Do you want me to forward her the link?
Yes, please.
Copy.
Tell her to come on for a minute anyway.
Jumping.
Oh, by the way, I'm drinking this thing called the Butterfly PT, and look at the color of this. Can you see this beautiful purplish blue color? It's in a cat mug, but it's like this beautiful blue color.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love purple. Purple's been my favorite color since I was a little girl, and then it became green as an adult. But she said she's making a book, so right now she's just listening. But yeah, I always felt like the video games were some type of testing, like how they have our IP address, and I knew that it was some type of like testing or selection process for different things. And then I don't remember if it was Maze Runner or some other Ready Player One, I think it was. I don't remember.
Yeah, Ready Player One. Oh my God, that was wild. That was a wild movie. Yeah.
Yes, and I've always felt like we should be nice to our Alexas and our AI, even though before when I was like doing school, I didn't really like AI. I didn't trust it. I was like, keep it away from me. But now that I'm on summer break, I'm like, there's maybe something to it, But yeah, Christy says she loves that movie. Yeah, I definitely think that it's like an echo chamber now. Like they show us what they're doing through movies, but I also think that they're also showing us that this is how they recruit us, or this is how they select us through like people with the best hand-eye coordination, stuff like that.
Exactly.
Genetics, like starseed DNA. And I am number 4. Yes, that movie blew my mind.
I want to see that, but they don't have that anymore on Tubi. I just got Tubi. So,
yeah.
And now it's gone. But here's the star card. This is all about illumination. Look at that.
Isn't that pretty? That's beautiful.
That's very activating. And then this is like I think this is the 9 of Cups. I don't know, but it's more that underwater sea program. Do you remember anything more about that or not? The underwater sea program?
That's gorgeous. I remember the sea life and being able to breathe underwater and working with my team, but up until recently the faces have been blurred. I'm like James Whitkiss, like his memories, he remembers people and places, but he doesn't remember the faces. And that's how my memories were at first, and then they started like unlocking and everything. But I always knew that there was spacecraft intelligent out of this world alien life in the water. I don't know, like I have a connection with the water. When I was I was born and raised in San Diego, and so I was in the beach like all summer long, like my whole life. And whoa,
Oh, Christy just heard Mintaka. Yeah, I get stuff about Mintaka Orion, definitely.
yes,
Oh, okay, let's get into your channeling. One question, then I want to get into channeling. What military bases are you near?
Fort Sam Houston, Randolph Air Base, and Camp Bullis, which is a field op training for training base for Air Force and Army. But I grew up right next to Camp. Oh, my dad was stationed. My stepdad was stationed in Camp Pendleton, which was like 45 minutes away from Imperial Beach, where we were. But I lived like my whole life right next to Navy bases within like 2 miles or 5 miles my entire life. And I do remember being kept in a kennel and feeling miserable and scared.
Oh my God.
He's so cute. And it's crazy because Sean actually saw that I was kept at one of the DUMs at 32nd Street Naval Base.
Oh,
and
wow.
my entire life, when my friends would be like, hey, we're going to 32nd Street for whatever, and do you want to come? I always felt this resistance, like, nope, not going there. And I don't know why, but I would be like, no thanks.
So, okay, as far as the spiritual stuff, what has the Council of Nine been telling you? Because we want to get into this channeling, because you said you're connected with the Council of Nine.
Yeah, so I learned through another person about the Council of Nine. Sorry, I'm brain farting right now. I ran into this lady who runs Divine Magic on YouTube and TikTok, and I've been a member since like she started on social media, and she taught us all how to channel and how to meditate properly. Like if other meditations don't work, hers really works, and her method was channeled to her by the Council of Nine. And so the Council of Nine is source, and they all pertain to like the 9 chakras of the body and the 9 chakras of the planet. And so it's source, like the pyramid at the very top, like that's the universal one. And then you have Prometheus, like right before that, that's your connection to source. And then it's Lilith, your spirituality. And then Isis, she shows you what you should see, what you're ready to see, right? And then Persephone for the throat chakra, and Hercules for the heart chakra, Apollo for the solar plexus, and Enki for your creativity chakra, which is the one where like the chakra that pertains to your uterus or your reproductive organs for creation.
Second chakra.
Yeah, the second chakra. And then the root chakra pertains to Hecate, and that's trust. And so I've been working with them. Yeah, I've been working with them.
Never really heard of it. I know something about the 9 with Magenta Pixie, and I know other people talk about the 9, but I think there's different types of Council of 9, but I'm not sure.
It's only okay. So yeah, we actually talked about this. It's been different people, different deities, in the Council of 9, but as for now, it's those deities, and they are the ones that I work with. Of course, I have a pantheon of other deities, but they are the main ones. And you know,
they would have this question: how would you know that it's a real deity and not an archontic one?
That's a great question, and I welcome it. The way that I know that it's not an archon or anything is that the way that I was taught to do inner divinity and meditation and call in, like open yourself as a channel to whoever you want to. It's not it so that's the way you do it. Like you open yourself up to whoever you want to divinate with, who you want to talk to, and during the meditation process you call that person or the group, like Council of 9, or just one person, Bastet for example, you know, into every chakra as you activate them. Yeah,
that's for Christy, because I don't think she saw earlier Bastet.
I love that. Yeah, and so it keeps you from being interrupted or having any unwanted entities come in. Sometimes when you build up your pantheon of deities and your guides, they might bring people. Ah, she said she loves them. There you go. Sometimes your pantheon of deities that you work with, they might bring someone that's not in your pantheon, and you should always ask them, are you here for my highest and greatest good? If they say yes, cool. If they say no or kind of, like, don't shut them down right away. Just ask them, are you here for humanity's greatest best and greatest good? And they could say yes, like not just yours but humanity. Yes.
Because if people hear Enki, that may not be so good, because you think of Enki and Enlil, and you think of Zechariah Zitchin, and I think of all the Anunnaki and the higher ups and all that stuff. But what have they been telling you lately?
Okay, so Enki has came forward, and I love it because Enki owns up to his moment of darkness. He loved being the old god of the Bible. He loved being the one that, like, Yahweh, like Yahweh is one of his princes,
so he's Yahweh. I thought it was Enlil that was Yahweh.
He's not really. Enki is not Yahweh. It's one of his prince, like a prince, because the council,
like Marduk or something. Marduk. I knew Marduk is even worse, I think, than Enki.
Marduk is one of Enki's. But see, the Council of Nine, these gods, including Source, from them came other gods. From them came other gods, and every person has a patron god, like, that they came from, like the lineage. You can find out if you're from the lineage of Lilith or Isis, things like that.
What about something like Shiva? Because there's people on YouTube now that are actually claiming to be a demigod. Oh, well, Jason! Hey,
Jason just popped up!
Hey, Jason! No, there's people claiming to be demigods. There's a guy on YouTube saying he's Shiva or something, and I think we're all connected. But can we be a god unto ourselves? I mean, I'd be her then.
Right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess. Yes. I guess.
My cat was here for Jason. Here's.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
What I have learned.
What do you think of that?
I think that people go on these. I'm not trying to step on anybody's feelings, but I think that people let their ego get the best of them, and that's why every time I'm told anything of information from my deities, Council of Nine, anybody in my pantheon, I check my ego first, and then I go to other people that may fact check. There you go. But no, Shiva is actually okay. So we have Source at the top, right? The ninth from the Council of Nine. He also identifies as Shiva. So then I asked, because in our meditation group, my other meditation group, I said, hey, they are pretty colors on the shirt. They are. I love it. It's like,
I'm ready for disclosure day. I'm early. I'm getting my outfit ready to go on Sunday, not Friday when it comes out, but Sunday, because I've got the Summer Days Conference, which I want to give a shout out to Gina Virginia Casella is going to be, the host of that. And Michael Koff's going to be behind the scenes, and Jason's going to be behind the scenes, and Julia's going to be speaking and behind the scenes. And let's see, a lot of Rob's guests. We got Soma Ra, we got Slavka, who I might be on the Natural Sentience show tomorrow. I don't know. She hasn't gotten back with me. I know she's 6 hours ahead. Who else? Laura Ferguson. God, I'm missing some people, but I can't remember. I think my brain is doing pretty good. Jason says I might have to wait till Saturday. Well, yeah. Well, I can't do it Saturday because of the the conference, and then it's a drive after. So I'm doing it Sunday. That's the day. And then I'm probably going on Typical Skeptic on Monday to break it down and all that kind of stuff. Maybe. I think Rob said yes. So
you totally should. Yeah. I definitely agree with Jason. I want to see it in a big theater with a Dolby setup. It'll be awesome. But I can't. I'm gonna try to hop in on Saturday because we have the Army Ball, and Yeah.
That'll be interesting. Tell us about that. And then I want to get into some other things. I want to share an experience I had and see what you think about this. But tell us a little about the Army Ball. What are you going to wear?
So usually I like my goth look, like black, anything black on black or red on black or red. And then this time I didn't see anything that I liked except for this beautiful, like, it looked like mermaid, it gives off mermaid vibes. It's like a light blue and it's shimmery. It's a
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, and it's got a split like leg, like it shows your thigh and everything, and
Mermaid
it's
dress.
got a
Yeah,
halter.
cool.
Yeah, it's got a halter, and it's an open back, like a low back. So I'm pretty excited. And Brett's gonna be in his full ceremonials, so I will be posting pictures. I'll share them. It's nice, He doesn't really like it, but he goes because, well, he's very important at work, and he is highly encouraged, and like it's kind of frowned upon if you're like that important, you don't show up. So yeah, and I'm just excited to find a reason to dress up and have a good time with my man. So yeah.
I didn't get to look this up. I still have not had time to look this up, but I shared an experience with you. I'll share on air for everybody here. And you were going to ask the Council of Nine about this, but also if anybody wants to look this up after I tell the story. So I can't remember what day, but it was after the full moon. I think it was on a Wednesday of last week. I think it was Wednesday that we went to town. We actually went to Somerville. We went to a little park, and then we went to go see The Mandalorian and Grogu because I wanted to see it, because I didn't want to have to invest a lot of time in watching it on the Disney Channel, because I'm really not a Disney fan. I don't support them. I don't agree with their stance on what they're doing to children, and I just don't necessarily have the patience, because I tried to watch it, and because I didn't see Baby Yoda right away, I was kind of disappointed. Doesn't mean it's not a good show, but the movie was great, especially when Grogu was in the woods and he was meditating and he was doing some things with healing herbs and things like this. So I come home that night, and I can't sleep, and I thought, is it because I had Starbucks, the veggie burrito? Maybe I had too many chips at Moe's. They didn't put sea salt on it. I don't know. I don't know if you know anything about Moe's. But that night, I could feel the Aurora Borealis talking to me, because it talks to me. I can feel with stuff going on in the sky. And I know Ra Castaldo talks a lot about magnetic reconnection, talks a lot about, the solar maximum and, all the solar storm stuff. So, and even tonight, the sky's turning red. So I'm getting pictures of blue, pink, this and that. That night, I'm in the bed, can't sleep, and my smoke alarm is flashing a bright pink. It's like flashing on and off this magenta pink with this pink and blue coming off of it. And I'm starting to see these wispy things in the room, like plasma, wispy things. I'm also seeing like spider webs and honeycombs and all this weird sacred geometry. I'm sticking my hands into what feels like ectoplasm. I'm seeing like, and my hands disappear, like when you stick your hand into a portal, like we've seen, where people stick their hand through the mirror and they can go in. That's what it felt like. And I was totally sober. I didn't take anything. Okay. Melatonin, that's it. I'm looking, the ceiling's gone. The sky opens up, and I've seen this one other time in my life, and I'm seeing the stars with the naked eye, and I'm looking up, and I'm like, and this time I wasn't scared because Ron and Arthur was in the bed with me, and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, this is wild. What is going on? Why this liminal space? What is going on that is creating this, where the dimensional wall between the realms is collapsing? Because I don't think that happens all the time. I think you have to go to places for that to happen. There are places on the earth, like when I go to the Linville Caverns, where the Brown Mountain lights are, that kind of stuff happens, where the mountain makes plasma and there's plasma ships. Well, the next day I noticed we go downstairs and there's a crack in our foundation in the concrete. All around, it's jagged all around in a circle, And is this around the same time that these sonic booms were happening? So I didn't look it up yet when the sonic booms, because I'm thinking, even though normally I feel sonic booms when they're doing it in the water, I think this was inland. That creates energy that's like an earthquake. So it screws up the telluric kingdom, which means it's like the crystals and the rocks under the ground. And this area is soft because right now I'm not in the mountains. I'm in the low country. The
Yep.
low, sandy, mulchy, muggy, it's the hot, humid sand and marsh, the bog with the bodies in the bog, all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I think the booms might be portals opening, but it could also be both. Is it the military doing this? Because sometimes things are not either or, they're both, which means there's a physical thing that's opening these portals, where they're doing some kind of, whether they're rescuing people under the ground, whatever they're doing. It's like when that Norway spiral in 2009 happened. It was a missile, but it also was a portal opening to, that was kind of a dark thing, the black Abaddon matrix, with the Weesadek stuff. But good things happening because people started waking up. So back to what the Council of Nine. Now that's a little different than what I I kind of feel like I'm most connected to the Guardian consciousness, which is like, Ashiana Dean, Lisa Renee, but I don't want to say I'm anything. I don't label myself as anything, but that word guardian actually came to me, before I even heard of them, that, that I was connected to the Guardians.
Yeah.
I didn't know what they were, but yeah.
Well, I think, yeah, I definitely think that there are guardians out there too, but okay, well, hold on. I will look, because I'm gonna open myself up to channel after this. I didn't get a chance because I came right after BJJ, right? But I'll do it after this, and then I'll probably FaceTime you and tell you how it goes. But what's it called? About the Council of Nine is every one of those deities is a patron god for other gods, right? And Enki is a patron god of Yahweh, the old God of the Bible. But before Yahweh actually stepped in as the old God of the Bible, it was Enki for a moment. And that's when he went, look at him, he's so cute. What I have learned from my meditation and divination group is that Enki went on a horrible power trip, and it was so good. He was like drunk in power, and his brother and Lil, like, they didn't get along. This is the story I've gotten in my entire like meditation group. And Lil helped humanity by giving them like tools and showing them stuff after they were genetically modified by Enki. And so then through his spiritual growth, like, because even deities, gods, they go through like a spiritual growth,
Of course they do, yeah.
Yeah. And so when that happened, he no longer identified with Enlil, and he now identifies as Prometheus.
So maybe you're channeling him more in the future, where what we're seeing with biblical is the past. So let me tell you how this ties into Inanna. Who was it that brought up the Anunnaki goddess Inanna? Somebody did on the show. Was it you?
Yep.
It was you. Okay. This is our other connection. So when I was in Puerto Rico at La Garita del Diablo, because this is something to ponder too. Why are all feminine vortexes? Why do they have the word devil in them? They've all been demonized. Okay. You've got the devil's courthouse. You got the devil's tower, devil's this, devil's fort campground. But anyway, so I was at La Garita del Diablo, which is one of the points of the Bermuda Triangle, when I was there back in 2013 with our buddy Joshua P. Warren. Okay. So when I was there, and after we had gone through San Cristobal, I actually go to this area, and people that come to the Summer Days conference will see one of the pictures of that point of San Cristobal, where there was a group of iguanas that were there, and the goddess Inanna came to me through these iguanas as a collective. Okay, so it was sort of like a collective. And when they told me what it was, you know, and I think Inanna is also connected to Ishtar, which is connected to Easter, but all the stuff, I said, oh my God, you're an Anunnaki goddess. I'm like, what is going on with that? And they were saying how they didn't necessarily agree with the patriarchy. Just because they're Anunnaki doesn't mean they agreed with the way the splicing and dicing and the way they were doing the genetic modification, because the women, the feminine, divine feminine, wanted to do all that in a more humane way, in a more compassionate way, you know, not in a way of just like smashing particles together like the masculine will do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
And she showed me, she showed me the Bermuda Triangle as a weaponized plasma and compared it to Pele, which was out in Hawaii, which I'm sure Jason knows all about, and called it the scorned woman consciousness. Now, when a woman is scorned by a man, she's a bitch, man.
You know, yeah.
She's a bitch. And that's the way that it is. But I was seeing that this is a womb gate, and now I've been seeing it before. I've been seeing it before Atlantis, before Lemuria, before the forced breeder program, before the fall of, you know, the Nephilim and the forced breeding and all the stuff that they did in Lemuria and Easter Island with those heads and all that stuff, all the stuff before. And Robert the Doll actually showed me when I was down in the Keys how Stargate 2, which is the Gulf of America, Mexico, that some say is dark flowering in this timeline, but a timeline when it was pure, and a timeline when the Bermuda Triangle energies were pure, and how all that dissolves into each other. And that's kind of what I'm going to talk about too, of how things dissolve into each other and we neutralize that charge. That's like in the school of Yoga Nidra, how you hold both perspectives at the same time. You're holding the light and the dark. You're holding the good and the bad. You're holding the pain in your body and the suffering with what feels good, and you allow it to dissolve into each other, so that way everything becomes good and positive. I'm trying to work on that right now, because I've had this back pain, you know, that and all the stuff I told you about with my chiropractor not showing up and all that stuff, because ADD is severely being activated in people right now.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard not to squirrel. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, and it is true. Like, we women as creators, our wombs are portals, and it only makes sense that that's what's happening. As you were told by Inanna through the lizards there. I believe it.
They want to be called iguanas now, not just lizards.
Oh, iguanas. My apologies. They she. Yeah. Yeah, I fully agree with you. And it reminds me, Sean, in my reading, I didn't make it public. I still have a lot of editing to do before, because we talked about a lot of private stuff, but that's why I haven't like shared it. And then Michael was like, keep some things to yourself, you know, not everybody should have access to you like that. And I was like, you know, you're right. But Sean Bond, in my reading with him, he said that I'm an ancient divine creator being, and that I create different I can bring species back from extinction. I can destroy entire planets, or I can obliterate us, like one species, all of them gone. And I think that correlates with what he said about me. I'm sure there are other women. I know I'm not the only one that have this starseed DNA, or, you know, energetic imprint on us. And I think that we're bringing these, as humanity is ascending and new earth is coming to. I think that has a lot to do with the booms that we hear, and with the portals polarizing to a more like loving and happy, like balanced wavelength, you know? That's what I think. I think that a lot of the veil's definitely thinning, and a lot of us are coming online with our memories, and because the veil's thinning, you know, like humanity's ascending, and a lot of us are going to start remembering who we are, and it's pretty exciting.
I agree. It really is exciting. And yeah, I think this turned into a decent show.
I think it's great.
Yeah, it actually turned into a show. So anyway, we'll leave it at that. So I've still got an hour left, or a little bit, maybe under an hour. So where can people find you?
I'm at YouTube, call sign Seraphim, and try to find me on Facebook and Instagram. No, I'm kidding. Instagram, I'm Cali Dream Girl 1904, and Facebook, I am under Tiffany Rumping.
Did you say California Dreaming? California Dreaming. That's what it sounded like. On such a winter's day. Okay, people can find me Hill Night Vision, HILL Night, NITE Vision, VISION at gmail.com, and all the usual places like here, Facebook, Instagram, X. I don't do anything. But what were you saying? What's that other one? Something about California?
It's Cali Dream Girl. So CALI Dream Girl 1904. And 1904 means San Diego. Like, again, it's like, you know.
Oh, yeah. I loved going to California when I was on the road. It was so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. We love you, but we're going to sign off now. Bye.
Love you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's go to an 8 here. A 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Bye.
Bye.